seconds. Michael Schumacher, the master of Monaco. Can he do it? Can he get up there to the... He's done it! He's on provisional pole!
What does it mean to be Michael Schumacher? To some, it means breaking records and achieving unimaginable feats. To others, it means fame, success, and ultimate perfection.
Obviously, it's Michael Schumacher, isn't it? He's in a class of his own.
He is the reference point. He is the best driver I've ever seen.
Having achieved 5 consecutive World Championship records, the only person to ever do so, Schumacher might just be the greatest driver in Formula 1 and beyond.
And he wins his 63rd Grand Prix, and he's a 5 times World Formula 1 champion.
At this point, it's easy to say he has been the best F1 driver in the 21st century so far. From go-kart tracks to the world's most prestigious circuits, Michael Schumacher has dominated every ground. Whatever other F1 racers have done, he has done it better. Whatever defies the ordinary, he's done it twice. But beware, because this is not just a success story. Despite having a journey full of cheers and GOAT acknowledgement, Schumacher had one of the worst endings to his career. A fall, a rock, and in an instant, the Titan of speed was rendered vulnerable. How did Schumacher find himself in such a bad situation? This is the insane story of the best F1 racer in modern day history. The story of Michael Schumacher unfolds like your classic rags to riches fairy tale. Born in 1969 in a modest suburb of Germany, Schumacher's upbringing was shaped by his parents, Ralph and Elizabeth, who prepared life for him with modest resources. His journey began at the tender age of 4 when he showed a keen interest in karting. His father ingeniously fitted his pedal kart with a small motorcycle engine, propelling him into the world of racing. At Carpenthorum karting track, Schumacher became the youngest club member, quickly progressing to win his first club championship at just 6 years old. Ralph Schumacher taking on extra work repairing karts, and Elizabeth managing the track's canteen, supported their son's burgeoning career. By 1987, at the age of 19, Schumacher transitioned from karting to Formula 3 racing, a stepping stone to the peak of motorsport, Formula 1. 2 years later, in 1990, Michael Schumacher won the German F3 championship. As he completed the final lap, seizing victory, it became a very important moment in his growing career. In 1991, Schumacher ascended to Formula 1 after breaking into the competition by Jordan's urgent need for a replacement driver. With Bert Rengato unavailable, Schumacher, known for his promise in Formula 3, seized the opportunity.
We needed at very short notice to get a replacement for Bertram, who was obviously unavailable. Schumacher was available this weekend. He had no other commitments.
His talent caught the eye of Benetton, where he transitioned the following year and secured back-to-back Drivers' World Championships in 1994 and 1995.
I've seen him in Formula 3, and I have this, or the team has this attitude to give youth a chance. We think it's a progressive way to see what the potential of Schumacher is for the future.
Ahead of the 1996 season, Schumacher embarked on a new chapter with Ferrari, overcoming challenges like a leg injury in 1999 to claim his 3rd championship the following year.
With Michael Schumacher breaking his leg after a first-lap high-speed crash.
His victory at the Spanish Grand Prix in 2001 became a massive achievement for Ferrari, ending a title drought since 1979. But before then, the year 2000 marked the beginning of an unparalleled era as Schumacher embarked on a streak of 5 consecutive world championships. His total of 7 F1 titles shattered Juan Manuel Fangio's long-standing record of 5, a record untouched for nearly 5 decades. Schumacher's victory at Monza in Italy in 2005 and 2006 created an unprecedented legacy, securing 3rd and 2nd places, respectively, in the Formula 1 standings. Fast forward to a few years later, and Michael Schumacher had become the brightest star of Formula 1, amassing a massive career earnings of approximately $1 billion. But the question is, how did he manage to earn that as an ordinary Formula 1 driver? In the world today, F1 racers are generally known as modest earners in the world of sports. Some of the highest paid drivers can earn anything from $20 million to $50 million or more per year. Now, it's quite ironic that Michael Schumacher was able to amass such insane amount of money. Here's how he did it. So in August 1995, Michael married Corinna Betts and gave birth to 2 children in 1997 and 1999. Known for his privacy, Michael and his family relocated to a newly constructed mansion near Lake Geneva, Switzerland in 2007. The estate has a private beach and features such as an underground garage with a vintage Shell fuel pump. In January 2019, Michael's son, Mick Schumacher, was announced as a driver for the Ferrari Driver Academy. It was a massive moment as Mick embarked on his own racing journey, following in his father's illustrious footsteps. While Michael achieved unparalleled victories on the track, he also became one of the highest-paid athletes in history, with annual earnings estimated at $100 million through a combination of race winnings and lucrative endorsements. At the peak of his career, Schumacher was renowned not only for his racing abilities, but also for his philanthropic endeavors. In 2002, he was appointed as a special ambassador for UNESCO, capturing headlines with his remarkable $10 million donation to aid the Indian Ocean tsunami relief effort in 2004.
I'm a fan of children, to be honest, yes. No, but I'm an ambassador for UNESCO for children in need since last year. So we have worked more than a year together with UNESCO. And that's my reason to be here, to raise some attention in order to help the children who need help.
In April 2002, he was honored as a UNESCO champion for his passionate advocacy of children's education. His influence extended globally when, on June 23, 2003, Schumacher was appointed ambassador at large for the Serene Republic of San Marino. In Lima, Peru, he sponsored the Palace for the Core, a vital center providing essential resources and education to homeless children. Moreover, Schumacher steadfastly supported numerous campaigns, including Make Roads Safe, demonstrating his commitment to global safety initiatives. In 2008, Schumacher fronted a Bacardi advertising campaign promoting responsible drinking, emphasizing the critical message, drinking and driving don't mix.
Alcohol and driving is not really something that you should mix. And
his role aimed to raise awareness worldwide, advocating for safe choices behind the wheel. Recognized for his outstanding achievements, Schumacher was named Laureate World Sportsman of the Year in 2002 and 2004, sharing the honor with tennis icon Roger Federer. His contributions to motorsport were further commemorated in 2006 when he received the prestigious FIA Gold Medal for motorsport. In the following year, Schumacher was honored with the Prince of Asturias Award for his unparalleled racing career and philanthropic contributions. At this time, he was getting closer to retirement. So in 2006, his retirement from racing at the end of the season saw him transition to a role as a test driver and advisor for Ferrari, leaving behind a legacy that goes beyond the racetrack. At the time of his retirement, Schumacher had amassed an unprecedented 91 Formula One Grand Prix victories, breaking the previous record of 51 held by French driver Alain Prost. However, in December 2009, a surprising declaration shook the world. Schumacher announced his return to Formula One for the 2010 season, joining the Mercedes team. Over 3 seasons with Mercedes, Schumacher faced formidable challenges. Despite his legendary status, he struggled to grab a victory and never finished higher than 8th in the overall Formula One standings. During his comeback, the anticipation of his former glory died, and in 2012, Schumacher made the big decision to retire once more, closing a chapter that had captivated the world of motorsport. At this moment, it was easy to say Michael Schumacher had one of the best journeys any sportsman could have wished for. Yet his luck on the field couldn't stop what was coming for him. December 29, 2013, under the bright and serene skies of Marbella, Father Michael and his son Mick embarked on a well-trodden Comte route in the snow-clad French Alps. Michael Schumacher, renowned for his prowess on the racetrack and adeptness on the slopes, veered from his usual path that fateful morning. Unbeknownst to him, hidden danger lurked underneath the slow. Still in the morning, Schumacher noticed the daughter of a friend in distress bravely ventured off his designated ski trail to assist her. Within minutes, he found himself falling in the deep snow, encountering treacherous, exposed rocks. Later on, this experience became fatal as Schumacher collided with a partially concealed rock, losing control and hurtling headfirst 10 meters into a boulder. Despite wearing a helmet, its protection proved insufficient as he shattered upon impact. The German racing legend suffered severe head trauma, causing profuse bleeding and leaving a grim scene. Ski patrollers arrived swiftly 4 minutes after the accident, finding Schumacher conscious, yet increasingly disoriented and agitated. His responses were disjointed, and though he exhibited spontaneous limb movements, he remained in a distressed and abnormal state. Then a helicopter rescue team descended upon the scene, swiftly attending to Michael Schumacher. 12 crucial minutes had elapsed since the harrowing accident. Before noon, the airlift conveyed him to Muir Hospital, yet the severity of his condition surpassed initial assessments, prompting a transfer to a specialized trauma unit in Koblenz. Arriving at Glinea Hospital, doctors confronted the grim reality. Schumacher lay in a coma, necessitating immediate surgery. His head trauma was severe, so dire that medical professionals opted to induce and maintain an artificial coma to safeguard his brain and aid recovery. Despite efforts, offering a precise prognosis remained daunting at such an early stage. The head of anesthetics details Schumacher's injuries: internal bleeding, extensive brain bruising, and critical swelling. The medical team focused intensely on mitigating swelling, optimizing brain oxygenation, and maintaining his body temperature within a critical range of 34 to 35 degrees Celsius. The doctor underscored the life-saving role of Schumacher's helmet, noting the impact concentrated force on the right side of his head. Without it, the outcome for the former world champion would have almost certainly been fatal. The hospital was tightly secured, permitting only trusted visitors like Schumacher's wife, Karina, daughter Gina Maria, son Mick, and close family friend Jean to see him. Jihad Salan, an expert in brain and spine injuries and a close confidant of Schumacher, conducted a critical second surgery to address a hematoma on the left side of his brain. Many feared for his life. Gina Maria and Mick wondered if they would ever hear their father's voice again. Michael Schumacher was known as a fighter, his resilience evident on the racetrack and throughout his life. Against all odds, Schumi survived both surgeries, but remained in critical condition for weeks, leaving his family and friends anxiously awaiting signs of recovery. Slowly and cautiously, he emerged from a deep coma. Currently, Michael Schumacher continues his rehabilitation at home. When news of his accident reached the public, there was a global wave of grief and support. Understandably, people sought more details about the man who had been their hero, the figure many had idolized throughout their childhoods, witnessing his countless victories and championships. Yet Michael was also human, and undoubtedly the best F1 racer in history. Do you agree with me? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Also, do well to give a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.